U.S. President Donald Trump kicking off 2 days of meetings in China, trying to smooth tensions over Iran by calling President Xi Jinping a friend. China's president taking a more cautious approach, warning of potential conflict between the two countries, but expressing hope they can be partners instead of rivals. Xi telling Trump if the issue of Taiwan is handled well, their relationship will be stable. It comes after Trump authorized an $11 billion arms package in December for the self-governed island that Beijing claims is its own territory. So far, that delivery hasn't happened. Trade is on Trump's agenda. He hopes to convince China to buy more American agricultural products and passenger planes.
Shalom, shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone, Shalom, mighty Akim, Wakwafim, who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this final captivity, as well as a speckled bird that may look like the other nations, but are actually Yasharala. This is Brother Kabul Cup coming to you with no lesson. Today's lesson is going to be on this guy calling, Slakia, about the thing. So basically, today's lesson is going to be on the stuff with the whole DJT calling Xi Jinping a friend, and I think this is pretty funny because obviously the reason why he's doing that is because he's scared of all the stuff that's been happening. He sees how not even just China, but all the other I forgot what's called, NATO or stuff like that, countries had basically said we do not support you attacking Iran. That is illegal. That's against the stuff. We are not. And I even made a lesson on this where I even showed where one of the nations, they said, if you come over here through Europe, one of the European nations, they said, if you come through Europe, if you send your planes through Europe, we're going to shoot your planes down. We do not accept that. We do not tolerate that. Which it's basically, obviously, it's not a declaration of war. It was basically a warning saying that we do not support this stuff that you're doing. So as a result of that, you are not going to just get away with breaking the law and expecting us to just stand by and allow you to do that, because they are objectively wrong for doing that. So as a result of that, basically, I thought it was very important that we keep up to date with tensions and relationships like these, because this basically shapes this kingdom in the sense of, these people are clearly not tolerating or clearly not accepting that Esau is doing, or more specifically Babylon, because they're all Esau. They're not accepting that Esau, or not Esau, my brain froze. Basically, they are not accepting that Babylon or America is breaking the law and doing whatever they want to abuse their power. They're basically calling them out, and they're saying that this is unacceptable, and we will not support it. Even when DJT was saying that, okay, I know we started this thing without your permission and stuff like that, but do you guys not want to help? Like, we are in an alliance, so can you guys come help us and stuff like that? And they were basically saying, no, fuck that, we're not helping you, we're not taking part in this, because this is not right, this is not fair, this is not whatever. And over here, let's get this over here in, I hate when my mouse freaking does that shit, but Matthew chapter 24 verse let's start verse 6. And ye shall hear wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. And this is what's going on here. This is what's going on right now, where there is the war the start of the war, the start of these conflicts that are still growing. But the thing about this is that Esau is, more specifically America, they're trying to soften the blow. They're trying to stop it. They're trying to, go against what YAHAWASHI had. Let's actually get that over here in Isaiah chapter 46 verse 10, declaring the end from the beginning and from ancient times the things that are not yet done, saying my counsel shall stand and I will do all my pleasure. Which this is the thing where YAHAWASHI had established prophecies where certain things are going to happen, certain things must happen. All right, so as a result of that, we are waiting for the start of that. But the fact of the matter is that Esau thinks that he can stop prophecy, but he can't. All right, and as he does whatever he can to attempt to stop by say, hey, you guys, we're sorry, let's get along, let's do this, let's do that, or whatever. The fact still remains that it is not going to stop everything that the Lord established. It's being put into motion. All the Lord's plans, prophecies, everything is being put into motion. So while America might try to soften the blow, stop the war that they had started, it's still going to go. It's still going to follow through, simply because, again, they started through the first punch or whatever, and then the Lord put the spirit on Iran and all these other nations to say, no, we're not just gonna take this sitting down. That was unacceptable. All right, now with that in mind, let's continue on. Jeremiah chapter 51 verse 7, Babylon hath been a golden cup in the Lord's hand, that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. And that's the thing, where all the nations are mad, all the nations are fed up with Esau Edom, where we're seeing how all the nations want to, or all the nations are fed up with specifically Babylon's terrible behavior, and there is definitely judgment coming to Esau Edom for what he's done. All right, this has gotten to a point where no, this is not acceptable. This is not tolerable. He has to pay for that, and we see that in how these other nations view Esau Edom. All right. So with that in mind, this is where we are getting to these more critical times where we're still watching out for things. And even then, Revelation chapter 12 verse 12, therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them, woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil has come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. And the thing here is that Esau knows that he has a short time. Esau's looking for, any type of way to extend his kingdom, even though he is, whether he knows it or not, is destroying his own kingdom. He's getting ready to, bring himself down himself. Everything is set up for his destruction. All right, everything is set up for his destruction, and he is the one that is destroying himself by basically going against YAHAWASHI. Not just going against YAHAWASHI, but doing all these things like attacking Iran unprovoked in that way, and then trying to paint Iran to be these bad people and stuff like that. All right. Now, Psalm 55 verse 21, the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. And that's what we're seeing right now, where he's trying to talk like, oh, guys, everyone, we're friends. Me and Xi Jinping, me and China, we're all fine, we're all good, we're friends and stuff, we're friendly and stuff like that. Like, so there's not, we don't need to. Or he's trying to build rapport with these other nations so that they don't eventually backstab or try to not necessarily. That's not even backstab, because ultimately, Babylon is the main person that's backstabbing. That's backstabbing them, because he's going against the established laws that they all agreed to. So he's the backstabber at the end of the day. But yet he's trying to say all this stuff so that they will just turn a blind eye to Esau's intentional disregard of the laws put in place. Ecclesiastes chapter 7 verse 13. Consider the work of Yahweh, who can make that straight which he hath made crooked. And this is the thing here where the Lord established certain things, and it is for us to really do the right thing as well as consider what is the right thing and all that stuff, in the sense of understanding. Sakia, basically, let me take that. Let me step back for a second. Basically, the thing here is that YAHAWASHI, he put something on a straight path to happen, and the Lord also made things a certain way. So, for example, the inevitable war that's coming, that's what the Lord put in place. That's what the Lord had established. So as a result of that, we're waiting for the war to happen. We're waiting for the war to be implemented, for the war to pop off and all that stuff. And as a result of us waiting for the war to initiate, as a result of us waiting for the war to initiate, Esau is trying to backtrack it and try to stop it from happening, but the fact of the matter is that he can't stop it. Okay? That's why he's trying to stop it, but he is incapable of doing so. All right, so that's why eventually this war is definitely going to happen, and everything's gonna start and happen. So with that, I pray this lesson was edifying. I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahweh, Shai, Bashim, Rakwakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone, about the ball, and shalom.